Successful bakers don't stop learning. They always seize any given opportunity to ensure they update their knowledge in the latest cake recipes and sugar craft designs. And don't be surprised that some bakers even travel far and wide to ensure they acquire more skills to achieve greater creativity in the baking industry. This is Baker's World. I am Funke Oyeyele. Welcome to the program. Today's episode of Baker's World is loaded with trendy sugar craft, cake exhibition, and lots more that will leave a lasting impression of the culinary world. Lately in the city of Abuja, a top-notch baker organized a cake show tagged Trendy Cakes and Sugar Craft Design. Baker's World crew was there to capture the highlight of the event, so sit back, relax, and enjoy.
I'll be working on a two-tier wedding cake. I'll be painting a flower called poppy, on a wedding cake, and then I'll be doing a technique on a square technique with frames, a bird, a flying bird, all hand on stage today.
Get a level surface and put your plum across. Make sure the bubble is at the middle. If the bubble is not at the middle, wherever the bubble, so if the bubble tilts towards there, you have to just shave, please don't cut. When you cut your cake, you will struggle. As you are going, you just discover that everything is not the same. So just scrape a little, then turn it again, keep checking. If it's a square cake, you have to check line by line.
The culinary art of making things from sugar was invented in the 16th century. Sugar craft evolved following bakers' deliberate efforts to make visually attractive cakes by creating objects, letters, numbers, and more using sugar paste. Over the years, sugar craft has gradually metamorphosed from mere cake covering with colorful fondant to elegant crafting of different concepts to life with sugar paste.
They say cake is an art. Well, looking at this cake, I'm inclined to believe that it splits in half and it looks like it's falling. But then again, it's not falling. Somehow this cake is held together by some kind of force or some kind of creativity. Well, what do you think?
This cake show, organized by Taiwo Abe, was unimaginably exciting. It was well attended by cake bakers within and outside Abuja, as it afforded bakers the opportunity to learn new skills from more experienced bakers who facilitated the event.
A lot of people were able to come and learn to upgrade their skill. Then another thing is for networking. A lot of people come, they network to exchange ideas. Then most of the facilitators we put up are able to mentor some of them.
As an upcoming baker, how do you think trainings like this would impact you in knowing what the latest trends are and techniques?
I said something about broadening your horizon before. When you come out to things like this and you see, oh wow, someone can paint on a cake, you can use buttercream to paint on a cake, you can, this is a good way to make sharp edges. Like, oh, you probably didn't know some of those things before. So you find like, I just learned something new.
I've really learned a lot. Some techniques I don't know about. Through this training, I've been able to know some things I don't know.
How are you finding the training so far?
Well, so interesting. I have to be sincere. It's been amazing since morning. Looking at the environment, things I see. It's been wow. And for the people that have been teaching us all this while, they've been so wonderful. I've been able to learn a lot of things that I've not even known before. I am so happy being here.
At the maiden edition of Classic Cake Show, facilitators took turns to show the participants how to achieve some trendy sugar craft designs, such as gelatin flowers by Modupe Olowomakan, stiletto sugar shoe and bag by Lami Negedu, sharp edges and sugar flowers by Binkwe Oladimeji, royal icing piping techniques by Bidemi, and
as a baker, you need to be creative. In fact, creativity is one of the things that makes you stand out as a baker. Painting on cakes has become a trend, but here it seems like nobody wants to venture into it. They feel, no, it's for the artist, forgetting that as a baker, you are a cake artist.
I've really learned a lot, like how to mix colors, to draw, and others. And the secret recipes. One thing with this place is that if you're going outside to learn, you pay a very huge amount of money. But here, as in, it's kind of a free class with lots of knowledge and all that. So it's really a very nice place to be.
I have with me some of the participants. From yesterday, they were given recipe on how to make red velvet cake. Today, they came with red velvet cake. Let's ask them how the red velvet cake turned out. Hello, can I see your cake?
It's so fluffy and the color came out very well.
Did you have any challenges yesterday when you were making it?
Not at all, not at all. It just went in, especially the buttermilk. It made the whole mixture, flow very well. And for the first time, there was not a separation between the cocoa and the butter itself. So the taste is also very yummy. So I'm really, really impressed with this.
Well done, well done, well done. Tell me, how was your experience when you baked the red velvet cake?
It was really nice. This is the first time I'm having this nice experience because I didn't have any separation with the red color and the cocoa powder. It was so great, and I was a bit scared, so I had to do like half of the recipe, and it turned out great.
Can I see your red velvet cake?
Okay.
Did you know it was going to turn out well? Were you afraid it was not going to turn out well?
I was afraid, I must confess, because I have something, I have one I use, so I always try not to, use something else. Well, honestly, when I tried this, I loved it. Number one, volume. You can't believe the quantity I used for this, and look at what I'm having. Then, see how fluffy it is. Look at how fluffy it is. I just love it. It came out nice, came out lovely. The flavor is wonderful. I love it.
The bride from yesterday that they were taught, they came back with their finished job. it shows that they are really, really in line with it and they have really benefited from it. And one good thing about this exhibition and class is no matter your level, there is something for you to learn.
Royal icing piping techniques, as taken by a facilitator from Lagos, were interesting and easy to follow.
I want to make swan, kissing swans. This technique we want to do is called flooding. So I trace out the outline first. In arts, all you need is the technique. If you have the technique, one, you get your template, cover it up, trace the template. Of course, you've got to have a steady hand, and you get that from constant practice. Then, trace it out, then you flood it. It's a very easy technique to do. I got this from Painless. You need to apply the glitter while it is being wet. You leave it flat. Allow to dry. If you have tissue paper, just put it here so that it doesn't fly.
So far, how have you been finding the training? This is the second day and the last day. How have you been finding the training?
Like, I've really gained a lot, even cake painting, finishing, and everything. As in, it's really, really nice. Yesterday was very okay, so and today is even better. And we're also we did more of moldings today and some wedding cake techniques, and it's really, really interesting. It has been an amazing journey so far.
Freehand modeling was another sugar craft design taught at the event.
Ensure that there are no lines on your face. Then I insert this. Then this is my nail. Just jack it off. Then we take the body. This is like our blue jean. Then I will have it with red top. Still making a smooth ball. Bring out neck. Let's bring out the flat tummy. Straight neck. I'm bringing out the face, the nose together.
How difficult do you think this is to achieve?
Well, I won't like to use the word difficult because the facilitator made it so easy. We saw the way her hands were moving from one part of the body to another. In fact, I'm so looking forward to trying my hands on it to see how my cheek will turn out to be.
What inspired me about that figurine topper? It's a sugar modeling. A lot of people run away from it, feeling that they won't be able to do it. But at least I was able to simplify it for them. It's an easy way. It doesn't take us time. As long as you have passion for it, the way I started it, as long as they follow the procedure, they should be able to attempt doing it on their own.
Now, we've just witnessed a freehand modeling of a cake topper from Classic. Yeah. How did you find it?
I found it interesting because I learned a lot from, the hands that Heavenly Father has given us. You could use it to do lots of things. So I learned a lot from it because I was trying to make mine some time back and it was so funny. But today, again, even how to place the head and the legs.
One thing that looks so amazing and impressive was the hair on her head. We all know that it's difficult to achieve that. Yeah. How did you find that? Do you think it's something that you can do when you get back?
I can do it, yes, because I love, whenever I learn, I go back home and then immediately practice it. So definitely I'll do it when I get back home, so I won't forget it.
The stiletto shoe and the bags. I've been thinking, imagine, how did they come across it? We only see it on picture. But today I was able to see everything from A to Z. I gained a lot, even from the topper, the modeling topper. In fact, it's superb. It's an art-free thing which we need to do. We don't need any mode for this. Just work with our hand and we'll get what we want.
Mini exhibitions of gorgeous masterpieces by cake bakers within and outside Abuja was another major highlight of the event. Some cake exhibitors gave hints on their concepts.
This is elegant wedding cake full of flora. Yeah, and the whole flower has their names and their meanings.
How long did it take you to achieve it, and how complex is it?
It's very complex. Doing flowers alone takes about a week, but the covering of the cake just 3 days.
3 days. What about the baking of the cake?
Baking of the cake is actually the most easier part of the cake. So it's just loading everything inside the oven at once, so it was very easy.
So what type of cake, underneath all these flowers and coverings and everything, what type of cake is inside it?
Because of the period of time we had to work on it, so we decided to make it a fruit cake so it can last the test of time.
This is what you're exhibiting. I can see it looks traditional. Can you tell us more about this design?
This is from the northern Nigerian culture. It's representing when a bride is going to a husband's house, especially in the Fulani culture. She has to go with things from her culture. The korea, which are all these are koreas that you put the fura, yeah, and then the fura and the nunu, and then we have the smaller korea where you fetch it in and mix it up for someone to take. We have the ludei, and then these are fura in here, and it is like something you use to balance it up on the head when they carry this thing. And then the colors are all colors from the Fulani culture. I was born in the north, yes, in Kaduna to be precise, and my time in Kaduna has made me to be very fond of the northern culture. So most of my cakes carry traditional touches to it, and that has been my signature in the cake industry.
I can see that it looks very detailed. Can you tell me, is it sugar or is it wood?
They are all sugar. This was made from pastelage. This also from pastelage. The spoons from pastelage. And this was covered from fondant. And they are all cakes.
Then how did you achieve all these parts that it looks as if it's wood? Did you put some kind of color there?
Yeah, it's a mixture of colors. We have about 3 different colors in here. We have the brown, then we have the cream, and then we have the white. You can see them cutting themselves in. So we mix them. It's called the marble effect. We give to it. And after mixing them, we rolled it to be thin. And then we keep taking them on a spiral effect, a spiral motion until we had as wide as this. And then inside here we have wires to support them in here so that it will be able to stand. You can raise this on its own. You see that? You can actually raise it and it will sit.
What I'm saying is that if you start the business and all this, then
Cake costing was an eye-opener for cake makers, especially the upcoming ones, as the facilitator, Felicia Ohikere, stressed the need for bakers to be prudent in costing cakes.
Making decisions as a business owner can be tough and overwhelming, but the decisions often involve return on your investment and how much profit your business can obtain from a particular action. So product costing, which is what we are doing today, can be a foundation on which to make these decisions. Our flour is 105 naira. The fat, that is your fat, whether margarine or butter, but here we are using margarine, is 360 naira. Our sugar, which is about 400 grams, is 112 naira. Now, the eggs, they are 8, is 240 naira. The flavor, vanilla, is 133 naira. The baking powder is 200 naira. Salt is 1 naira. Milk is 82 naira. I have done the calculation. I won't wait for us to calculate it here. The total I got was 1,233 naira. Hey, 1,233 naira. Is that not cheap? How much am I going to sell the cake? Hey, but you know what? You have forgotten something. Have I added the oven? Have I added the no gas? Have I added my labor? Have I added anything? And I'm just shouting, yoo-hoo! I've just used 1,233 naira to bake a cake, and I'm already thinking of the profit. No. Now, the easiest thing you can do, and I'm just giving this to you as basic, is just basic. What you do is to add 60%. This 60%, it will cover every other thing you are supposed to add. But then, the delivery is different. So in your invoices, make sure that you have your delivery section. How did I get that 60%? 1,233 naira times divide by 100. Oh, you people are awesome.
There's so many that is involved in baking, not just the materials you use, but the NEPA bill, your labor, the oven, the gas, everything, the sheets, the paper you use, everything is involved in costing. So with this, you'll be able to know how much you are putting in and you're going to charge and how much you're making.
Baking tool vendors are always available at cake shows to sell materials and tools the participants may need to practice new skills. Vendors Arena was busy as cake makers trooped in to purchase necessary tools at the event.
We have been able to reduce the price. The reason is that once you come for an exhibition like this, you have to make the prices affordable for all of them.
This is my first time attending this kind of program, but so far so good. People have been really turning out, and I believe after this program they really go to the market and look for the product.
It will interest you to know that bakers are fun-loving too. Some cake makers also showcased their dancing skills to the admiration of all.
That was quite colorful and interesting cake show. You will agree with me that cake bakers in Nigeria are doing exceptionally well. Well, that's about the size of our package on Baker's World today. For your comments, likes, and feedbacks, you can follow us on all our social media platforms. On Instagram, on Facebook, it's Baker's World on NTA. You can also email us on our Gmail account. Thank you for joining us on the program. I am Funke Oyeyele. Bye for now.